He is a friend of the show. He's an attorney. He's also a filmmaker. Last time he was on the show, 23 Minutes to Sunrise was a full-length featured film that we'll talk about here in a second. But he's directed a new comedy short with St. Louis comedian Greg Warren, Jay Kanzler on the Big 550 KTS. Good morning, Jay.
Good morning. Hey, McGraw, I just wanted to let you know that I used one of those R&R sanitation devices over the weekend at a baseball tournament.
Devices?
Yeah.
You mean the porta potty, or they have something new?
No, the porta potty.
Oh, okay, all right. I thought you were using some type of device. This is a family show. Come on now. And it was clean and appropriate?
It was wonderful.
All right,
I stayed in there probably a little too long.
People were beginning to question.
Yeah.
All right, good. 23 Minutes to Sunrise, your last full-length feature. Still, can we find that in Redbox?
You can find it on Redbox. You can find it, actually now Redbox does streaming, believe it or not.
Oh, okay.
I found out about this yesterday. You can find it in video stores online and soon to be on iTunes and some of the other places. Netflix is not yet streaming.
Right. The Netflix portion of 23 Minutes to Sunrise.
Okay.
How has that been received? I saw it. It was really good. Eric Roberts is in it. You're in it. Greg Warren's in it.
Bob Zaney.
Bob Zaney, yeah. How has that been received? Are you happy with it?
I'm very happy with it. It's been received very well. It's done very well. The mere fact that it ended up in Redbox, that it ended up on Netflix, that just doesn't happen to every film.
Right.
And the feedback has been wonderful. Eric Roberts, Nia Peoples, Jillian Klaus from here in town,
right.
Bob Zaney, all did a great job.
It really was fun. So we can go 23 Minutes to Sunrise, go to Redbox. You can order it from Netflix and soon to be on iTunes.
Correct.
All right. Jay Kanzler, a new comedy short. You have teamed up with Greg Warren. This is like Judd Apatow and some of those guys. Seth Rogen. Tell us, how did this short come about?
This is actually we did two of these recently. The one, Coach Larry, is the one that's been finished first, but we did another one called One Star People. I met Greg while I was doing the Bob Zaney documentary,
right?
And struck up a friendship. And Greg's a brilliant comedian, and he's always writing, and he comes up with these ideas for skits. And he's asked me to work with him on these. They're a blast to make,
right?
And
and the idea is that they're just short, funny, quirky bits, right?
That's right. They're just entertainment.
Where can we find this one?
This one's out there on YouTube.
It's on YouTube, so just go to YouTube and search for what?
Coach Larry, assistant coach, and Greg Warren.
Greg Warren, assistant coach Larry. Now, we have a clip.
Really?
Yes, we have a clip.
You're going to play it?
We have a clip. Yes, we have a clip.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, yeah. Now, can you tell us what's on this clip?
This is Greg was an All-American wrestler in college, and he played football as well. And this is kind of his recollection of that assistant coach who was always there, that probably had been around too long, maybe taking too many shots to the head, and kind of always came in with the wrong thing at the wrong time during the intense moments.
All right, so the world premiere of assistant coach Larry, directed by Jay Kanzler, starring Greg Warren, among others. Here is a clip. You'll hear the audio as well as the video on the TV side.
Play football. So I want you to dig down deep within yourselves. Give me everything you got. Dig down deep.
Sorry, Coach, but guys, we need to get those permission slips signed for the banquet. Because there's 89 of you boys, and only 11 of you have turned them in. That's not going to cut it, fellas. I love you guys, each and every one of you. But we are not going to have a banquet unless you get them turned in. That's all I got, Coach.
Everybody remembers that guy from sports.
I was that guy. Hey, get your permission slips in. That was so funny. The get your permission, the stupid permission slips. And then how many people faked him? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Faked him. All right, so what else going on? Anything else in the hopper?
Well, Greg and I did a second one with St. Louis comedian, now based out of L.A., Guy Torrey, called Chocolate Coins. And again, a very funny skit about two clueless green room guys who interact with a eccentric hip-hop artist. Both of these films are going to be at the St. Louis Filmmaker Showcase, which is July 14th through the 18th, put on by Cinema St. Louis, the film festival.
Right.
It's an opportunity for local filmmakers to have their stuff put up there out on the big screen at the Tivoli Theater. And it's there are tons of folks. The people that worked on this, Randy Atkins, who did my editing, Kyle Krupinski, who did the filming, Adam Frick, the sound. These guys are out there working every day. Randy and Kyle work at Cool Fire doing these reality shows, but then they go out on the weekends at nights and they create films. And this is an opportunity to show them.
You're an attorney.
I am.
You're an ordained minister, is that correct?
I am, in the Episcopal Church.
And yet this is your hobby, this is your passion. Would you like to make this your full-time job? Because you've been making a lot of movies now for a while.
I like to think I have. I make them as much as I can.
Right.
The problem with it is filmmaking is a very expensive endeavor.
Right.
And so, and it's oftentimes not one that shows a great return on investment.
Right.
So, you pick your spots, you do what you can. I would love to do this full time. I don't know that I'd ever want to move to L.A.
Right. Well, you don't have to. I mean, you can, but I mean, that's the point is because of the technology today, you can do great quality movies at a fraction of the cost, and you don't have to be Steven Spielberg to do it.
No, you don't.
Yeah. And there's so much great talent around St. Louis that you can lean on and use and still make good quality movies and shorts and videos and everything else.
Absolutely. Yeah. And it goes unnoticed sometimes here in town.
Yeah, well, that's why we like to get you on and plug it. All right, so go to YouTube, Assistant Larry. I will tweet out the link. So if you follow me on Twitter or Facebook, you can see the link that way. And then sign up, I'm sure, for the Greg Warren page, and other stuff comes out. You can find it that way.
GregWarrenComedy.com.
Flute your flute, Greg.
That's right.
Jay Kanzler with us here on the Big 550 KTRS.